What's going on, guys? Juice Messi here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today is going to be Saturday the 8th of June. We've got confirmed us to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time. It's a new transfer upload. And in the comment section below, who's going to win the UEFA Nations League final tomorrow on Sunday between Portugal and Netherlands? Right, let's jump into confirmed deals of the day, and so far this obviously could change later on in the episode, but so far just one to cover, and that player is going to be Roberto Soriano, going to Bologna now on a permanent basis. He signed from Villarreal and it's a €7.5 million fee after a loan spell. Then we got a rumour according to The Guardian, they're saying Aston Villa are to trigger the £8 million purchase option in El Ghazi's loan deal from Lille. He was part of the team that got promoted via the playoff final a couple days ago, or last week should I say, and now for Aston Villa, they'll hope to repeat what Wolves have done, because compared to Fulham, who spent a lot of money, they went straight back down. And next up, according to HLN Sport, they're saying Vincent Kompany has asked Thomas Vermaelen to join Anderlecht as he's leaving Barca on a free. He already has an offer from Olympiacos, and now he could be considering an offer from Vincent Kompany and potentially play alongside him yet again. A pretty interesting one from La Stampa is that Juventus are reportedly considering a shock deal to bring defender Mehdi Benatia back from Qatari side Al Dahel. Juve have weighed up a possible return for Benatia as they seek a defender with his qualities. He left for Qatar in January after a feud with then coach Max Allegri, and since then Allegri has departed Juve, and the newspaper writes the 32-year-old has already given his approval to a second stint in Turin. The article doesn't mention any type of fee or anything just yet, but I believe the Qatari side Al Dahel, they paid like €13 million or close to that. And next up, according to the Yorkshire Evening Post, they're saying Leeds United are hoping to secure the services of Helder Costa from Wolves and Brighton defender Ben White on loan this summer. Leeds will definitely be looking to get promoted next season after missing out this year via the playoffs, and with a manager like Marcelo Bielsa, I think they'll get it eventually. L'Equipe in France are suggesting Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal and Barca are set to battle it out for the signature of Lyon striker Moussa Dembele. The reported fee is around €40 million for him, and despite Liverpool being mentioned in this article, I've not really seen us be linked to him at all. Whereas for United, apparently they made a bid a couple weeks ago of 40 mil, and Arsenal also monitoring the situation. And next up, according to Goal.com, they said Manchester City are in talks with Juventus over a €50 million move for Joao Cancelo, or £44 million. Sources close to both clubs have confirmed the framework of a deal is being put in place as City prepared to sell Brazil international Danilo. Danilo was into the Serie A move a few months ago, but it's gone a bit quiet as of late. And for Joao Cancelo, like FIFA Ultimate Team terms, that would be incredible for Foot. The Daily Mail are saying that Harry Maguire is set to snub a move to Manchester United, and that's in favour of a switch to Manchester City instead. Leicester are likely to demand a record fee of £75 million or upwards for the defender, and City of course are looking for a replacement for long-term defender Vincent Kompany. And Leicester could be in for a massive summer in regards to incomings and outgoings, because most of the rumours right now are suggesting that Maddison could be going for 60 mil plus, and now with Maguire 75 mil plus. Then we have got a lot of rumours regarding Inter Milan and potential players going to them, and one or two here or there potentially leaving. So first up, according to Marca, they're saying Inter have asked Real Madrid about defender Nacho Fernandez, as Antonio Conte looks to bring in more defenders to his back line. Conte is looking for established players to bring in, and he's also targeting Chelsea's Cesar Azpilicueta as well as Tottenham's Fernando Llorente. And Calcio Mercato are saying Inter are interested in 3 different Real Madrid players, and they mentioned Nacho Fernandez, but alongside him there's Mateo Kovacic and Marco Asensio. And Corriere della Sera are saying Inter have reportedly transfer listed midfielder Raja Nainggolan, whose preference is to return to Roma. Inter have put Nainggolan up for sale on the recommendation of their new coach Antonio Conte. It is a surprising development though, because Conte tried to sign the Belgian when he was in charge of Chelsea just a couple of years ago. The newspaper then goes on to explain the 31-year-old wants to rejoin Roma, but that Inter will not sell him for any less than €29 million. And his transfer to Inter has been quite a strange one because overall been a bit disappointing. He has scored a couple of nice goals here and there, and bear in mind the fee was like 24 million euros plus Santon and a particular wonder kid which is Zaniolo. And since getting game time with Roma, Zaniolo is reportedly worth 40 million euros and upwards. Bild are saying Inter Milan are the latest of many clubs to be linked with Eintracht Frankfurt forward Ante Rebic. Conte is a fan of the Croatian international, with a Serie A club ready to offer Rebic a net salary of 4 million euros. His former club Fiorentina though would also receive 50% of any transfer fee that Frankfurt receive. A year ago, after an impressive display at the World Cup, he was linked to move to Manchester United, but nothing really happened. And since then, the likes of Luka Jovic, Haller, I think they've overtaken him in the ranks at Frankfurt, but still, Rebic has a lot of ability. Manchester United wants to bring Yuri Tielemans to Old Trafford if Paul Pogba leaves the club this summer. That's according to The Independent. And he had a great loan spell at Leicester City last season, or from January onwards from AS Monaco, but he is still owned by the Ligue 1 side. It won't surprise if Leicester do want to make it a permanent basis and asking fees around 40 million euros, but for United, potentially it could be a very good opening because if they do sell Pogba to either Juventus or Real Madrid, they'll get a massive fee for him. And bringing someone in like Tielemans who's got bags of ability and still a lot of potential, it might not be the worst of moves. And next up, according to ESPN, they're saying PSG are now favourites to sign Ajax defender De Ligt. That's due to the efforts of former Sporting director Leonardo, who is set to return to the French champions after nearly 6 years away. The aim is to unveil Leonardo and De Ligt at the same time, and the Brazilian is working close to the Dutchman this weekend. That's according to RMC. Mino Raiola is due in Paris at the beginning of next week for De Ligt talks, and the incoming Sporting director Leonardo is going to lead that. And this article came out a couple of hours before. De Ligt said yesterday basically to, I believe, TalkSport, that he's not really decided his future just yet, and quite possibly it won't be decided until after the UEFA Nations League final. There are still so many teams interested. Alongside Paris Saint-Germain, you've got Bayern Munich, obviously Barca, Liverpool, Manchester United. I'm probably forgetting a couple here, but he's very in demand and will cost a massive fee. And next up, according to a French journalist, he understands that Adrien Rabiot has informed Paris Saint-Germain he'd like to sign a contract extension and is now waiting on a response from the club, and that's a very, very strange turn of events. Bear in mind he's not played for the club since like December, I want to say. It's a long time ago, and essentially tried to force a move out, and he's likely to go on a free transfer. But the talks broke down with Barcelona back in January, and he seemed all set to go to the new camp, but apparently his agent was very, very tough to deal with, and now has been linked to Manchester United and Everton. And if you also consider the fact that Thomas Tuchel likes Adrien Rabiot, he stated that publicly before, as does the owner. A very short one from the Daily Mail is that Antonio Conte's Inter Milan are the latest side to express an interest in Tottenham playmaker Christian Eriksen. The Danish international publicly said a couple days ago he's looking for a new challenge next season, and that so far Real Madrid have been the favourites. And now moving on, according to Le Temps Sport, they're saying Real Madrid and Lyon are still negotiating a deal for Ferland Mendy. The French club wants a fee greater than 55 million euros for the fullback, which is currently holding up talks. But ESPN are saying Madrid will complete the signing of the French left-back for 55 million euros, and that will happen next week. And next up, according to Sky Sports, or should I say essentially every single media outlet, they're saying Chelsea have appealed against their 2-window transfer ban imposed by FIFA to the Court of Arbitration for Sport. DiMarzio is saying that Manchester United have rejected a swap deal from Inter Milan for Mauro Icardi and Romelu Lukaku. Conte does want to get rid of Icardi, and if they were to offer him to United, a swap deal for Lukaku wouldn't be too bad, and there are reports a couple of days ago suggesting that maybe they may try and offer Icardi for Dybala. Then we have a very interesting one. The source for this is going to be Mundo Deportivo and a couple of others which I'll mention in just a second. But they're saying Barca are considering a move for former Italian goalkeeper Gianluigi Buffon. That's to come in as backup to Marc-Andre ter Stegen. And there were rumours yesterday saying Buffon could be retiring from football, potentially become a coach, or even return to Parma. But according to Gazzetta dello Sport, they're saying Buffon is reportedly hoping to close his career of gold as Italy's starting goalkeeper at the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo. The veteran keeper wants to be selected as one of Italy's 3 players over the age of 23, and some places are saying it's actually pretty selfish of him. And I do somewhat see the point they're coming from, because yes, he is a legend of the game, but if you think of it, he's somewhat denying the opportunity of an upcoming goalkeeper to play instead of him going out on a high. I said at the start only one confirmed it would happen today, but it turns out there's a few more as I was ending the video, and the first player to go through is Giovanni Di Lorenzo joining Napoli from Empoli. It's a €9.5 million fee. And the second player is Daniel James, officially becoming a Manchester United player from Swansea City. They're paying a £15 million initial fee and £3 million in add-ons, and he signed a 5-year contract. So when I started the episode, there was one confirmed deal, nothing else going on, and then obviously just on the part with Di Lorenzo and Daniel James, but now we've got possibly the biggest confirmed transfer the whole summer window is going to see. And that transfer is going to be Eden Hazard going to Real Madrid. It's all official now. He is a Galactico. He's joined from Chelsea, obviously, and the fee is £88.5 million as an initial fee, or €100 million, and it could rise to £130 million after add-ons. It's a club record fee, surpassing how much they paid for Ronaldo and also Gareth Bale, and he signed a 5-year contract until 2024. And they have confirmed he'll be presented as a Real Madrid player on June 13th. And at some point in the near future, I'm going to do a video basing on Real Madrid's top 10 transfers, as well as taking a look at their potential squad for the next season, because as of right now, it's looking pretty incredible again. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you enjoyed it, make sure to do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, pressing the subscribe button if you're new, and pressing the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time is a new transfer episode. And in the comment section below, who's going to win the UEFA Nations League final, Portugal or Netherlands? Let me know down below. So thank you for watching this video, I'll see you next time.